Hey man,
What's up?
that's a new one. What is the emotions right now? Are you disappointed? Are you sad? Are you angry? How are you feeling?
I can't be angry at anybody. I hope, to be perfectly honest, there's only one thing that I'm concerned about, and it's getting paid. I stepped in there. It was beyond my control. I was in the cage. So that's the only concern that I have. But to also just make sure that Jamall's okay. You don't ever want anybody to get hurt like that. Especially, they said he was having he had a back injury. I don't know, back spasms, back injury. I don't know the extent of it, but that's a scary thing, a back injury. And it's really unfortunate. And I just really hope that he's all right, to be honest.
Do you ask for your win bonus?
I don't know what you said.
Do you ask for your win bonus?
Oh, yeah, of course I did. I don't know if I'll get it or not. I'm whatever. But I did ask for it, of course. Why wouldn't you? You'd be dumb not to ask for it. If you don't ask for it, they're definitely not going to give it to you. They're going to be like, oh, well, we'll rebook you next week. Do it all over again.
I heard you say on the broadcast that you cut a lot of weight, so to do a quick turnaround is not really an option for you. But recently, the UFC have been doing catch weights. If they came to you and said 150 pounds in the next week or 2 weeks, is that an option?
Yeah. Obviously, and to say that I wouldn't have a quick turnaround and do 145, I'd be lying to say that I wouldn't do that either, because I would. The only thing is, this has been a long. I had a major surgery, and this has been a long process for me to get my body back in shape and get ready to compete. And I felt so good and so awesome throughout this camp. And I finally, peaked, and I'm feeling great. And it's just so uncommon to make it to a fight feeling that good and have the weight cut go the way it went, and have recovered from the weight cut the way I have and the feel the way I do today. And I have done the quick. I did 2 fights in 13 days, and that really hurt my body for a while after. The 2 weight cuts were really, really, really difficult. So I think more than anything, I was emotional right then at that moment. I still am a little bit, obviously, but more than anything, I'm just concerned about being able to take just like a little bitty break, maybe like a week out of the gym, and then get back in the gym and train, because this has been a long, hard process. This camp has been a long, hard process, and I worked really, really hard, and I do need just like a little break, like, to be perfectly honest.
Just even mentally,
Yeah, I just need a reset, and then I'll be back in the gym. So when they say, a quick turnaround next week, I'm like, fuck. So next week, I would do it. I'd love to get paid twice for 2 times for one camp. It wouldn't be a bad idea, but to be realistic, I just want a little bit of a break.
Last one from me. Just can you try and tell me what the emotions are like when you're in the cage, you're ready to go, and then someone goes, "He's not coming out." Like, in that moment, what's going through your head?
I don't know. It's a new one. This is kind of like a local show, back in 2008. That's how I felt back in 2008. The arena's empty. There's nobody there. It's just me and my coaches. And then they come out and say, "Hey, your opponent's not here." You're like, "What?" "Yeah, your opponent. He's gone. He went out. He jumped out the back door." Like, "Oh fuck, what?" Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm feeling. I'm not angry. I'm not angry at anybody. I'm just disappointed because a lot of people are actually here to watch me fight. This is the second time in Vegas with Grant Dawson. I came out, and that's the last fight I was booked for. He got popped for some, like picograms or something. That was beyond his control too. That was something that happened in the past. And the Nevada Athletic State Commission decided not to let him compete when he could. I think he could have. He wasn't on anything. And so I had a lot of people out here to support me, and I didn't get to fight. That was the last fight I had booked. And then they pushed it back 4 weeks, and I tore my shoulder my first day back to training. So now, here I am again in Vegas again, my next fight, and I make it all the way to the cage this time, and my opponent's not there. So that's 2 in a row for me, so it sucks, because
in a way, they might be good luck charms because they're getting you paid without getting you punched. So maybe just bring them out every time.
Hey, maybe so. But no, it's all my friends and supporters, they have jobs and they can't just take 4 or 5 days off to come to Vegas, and they're coming out here to support me and while I'm competing. Obviously there's no fans allowed here, so I've got 15, 20 people this time that are just somewhere watching the fights in Vegas. And so, the plan now is just to probably go have some beers, get a little drunk, and sing some karaoke if that's available in Vegas. I don't know. Tear it up.
Just a couple quick ones. Thank you for coming out here and talking with us, by the way. I know that you walked first and you were probably facing forward and didn't see much, but I know typically you guys aren't that far separated for the walkouts. Did you guys have any sort of inkling or hint that maybe he was struggling or that there was some sort of issue going on behind you guys?
I didn't say anything to my camp, but when we walked past his dressing room, I heard him scream and punch the mat, and he was laying on his stomach. And so I saw him. I knew it was him. I saw him. I didn't say anything to anybody. I thought, you never know. I didn't know that he was hurt. You never know how people get themselves hyped. I've seen people crying on their way out so I thought that he was maybe he's an emotional person before he walks out or something. But I did see him. I saw him. His door was open to his locker room when we walked past, so I saw him, yeah.
So you saw it and just sort of tucked it away and you're like, that's him just getting warmed up. And then you just uber focus back on getting ready for your walk?
Yeah.
Now, looking at this one, is it a matter of you just want to recover, get back in there? Is this the one that you want to just run it back? Or are you ready to just say, move on, just give me a
that's not my job.
But so it doesn't matter for you? I mean,
no,
if they said, hey, we're going to reschedule that for said date, you'd be fine with that? Or
yeah, I mean, I would. I'd be okay with it, no matter what. I mean, it's... Whether I'm fighting a number 100 or number 4 ranked guy, it's I'm getting paid the same, and so to me it doesn't matter. Just find somebody or run it back, whatever.
Well, I hope you get your win bonus as well.
Me too. Hey, you think there's a performance of the night bonus? That's probably the quickest finish in UFC history. So this got to be some sort of record.
That's how you should sell it. That's a good one.
Right?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
You talked about having people here and maybe going out tonight and having some fun. Like, is there any thought in your mind of maybe I am going to take a fight? So how much do I do tonight? How much do I hang out?
Are you asking me how many shots I'm going to take?
Yes, exactly.
As many as I can handle and still function.
What is the go-to karaoke song?
"Fuck Her Gently" by Tenacious D.
Okay, solid.
You want me to acapella?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. You don't always have to fuck her hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do. Sometimes you got to make some love and fucking give her some smooches too. Sometimes you got to squeeze, and sometimes you got to say please, and sometimes you got to say, hey, I'm gonna fuck you softly, I'm gonna screw you gently, I'm gonna hump you sweetly, I'm gonna ball you discreetly. Then you say, hey, I bought you flowers. And then you say, wait a minute, Sally, I think I got something in my teeth. Can you get it out for me? That's fucking teamwork. There you go. That's a little, yeah. It gets the people going.
You're welcome, MMA Twitter, for that question.
Yeah.
No, I was going to let you just walk off and drop the mic on that, but
no, I want to go yell.
Yeah.